everybody, and welcome to another episode of Elizabeth Plays Depth with Science! I'm so sorry for the late start today. First Depth decided that it wanted to update, and then OBS, which I used to stream, decided that it also wanted to update. So I figured why not just do them both, get it all out of the way. I'm so sorry for the delay. I just realized I've got a crazy echo going on. I think I know where it's coming from. Give me a second. Apologies while I get that figured out. Alright, that should be better. Man, we're having a lot of technical difficulties this time around. But here we are. I have been messing with settings trying to get everything to work again. So if you are getting a lot of buffering problems, especially, please let me know. I don't want this to be a miserable viewing experience, but I also don't want there to be crazy lag in between my audio and my video like there was. And turning down the buffering was really the only thing I could think of to fix it in the moment. If you have a better way to solve this, let me know, and I can get right on that. So we've got a lot of fun science to talk about today, and we've definitely got a lot of great games to play on Depth. But first, a couple disclaimers. First, this is my show. All of the views, opinions, and statements expressed here are my own, and they're not necessarily representative of any of those of my employers or publishers whatsoever. I take full responsibility for it. End of story. The other thing is that it's just me, or is the water on the background screen up there a little bit different than what it used to be? I think that's just me. The other thing is that I have some science stuff to talk about today, as always. But as usual, it's going to be off the cuff, and there's always a chance I might get something wrong. So if you're watching this on Twitch later, because I now have this set up to record my games directly to Twitch, if you're watching this on Twitch, it has not been fact-checked, and you should look up some whatever I say yourself before repeating it to your friends, because if I say something wrong, then you'll get something wrong, and that'll make us both look bad. So don't do that. If you're watching it on YouTube, it has been fact-checked. Something might still slip through the gaps, but there's less of a chance of it. Go look in the description for links to all the cool science stories we talk about. And I think that's about it for now. There's a cool event going on right now. Haywire mode, which we are definitely going to be trying out. We'll try and find new games as quickly as possible. Get a shark. What is Haywire anyway? In Haywire, everybody plays as a diver and is given opportunities to play as a shark. That's really not all that descriptive. But you know what? I'm all about taking chances. So, you know, let's just go ahead and try it. See what it's like. I am all about skin rewards as well. Is it like you play as a diver and then if you kill a shark, you get to play as a shark? I don't know. We'll find out. I didn't know about the update until I loaded up Depth for today. So this was kind of cool to log into. But then I log in, I load up the game and I'm like, alright, we're going to start. Got 10 minutes to go. And then it says, can't connect to servers. Not most current version of the game is playing. Or whatever. Sorry. Words fail me. I'm tired. And I'm like, well, shoot, I can't stream if the game isn't loading for me, so, We're searching for a while, aren't we? You'd think there would be a lot of people wanting to play this brand new map. Maybe it's been out for a while and I just didn't notice. I did stream last Thursday and it was definitely not updated then, so. A lot can happen in a week, though, as I'm sure we all know. I would talk about one of my science stories for this week, but I kind of want to save those for later, because it generally gets better the later we get with this sort of thing, so. I'm going to give it another minute and a half, at which point I'm going to just do a quick match. Maybe it'll put us in Haywire, maybe it'll put us in a regular match. Whatever. We'll see. My coffee's gone cold. That's always a fun surprise. Heads up, by the way, there is a slight chance I may not be able to stream XCOM at my usual time on Saturday. I might be streaming it earlier. I don't know. I will be streaming XCOM. There will be a new XCOM game this Saturday. It's just a matter of, do I stream it at the usual time, or do I do it a couple hours early or a couple hours late? I may like have something going on in my usual 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time slot. There we go. Yes. This map. Why? Why this map? Oh well, it'll be worth it to see the new game mode. I don't mean to be too dramatic about this, but everybody who watches me for long enough should know this is. Jeez, there's a lot of people in Haywire. That is a ton of players. Okay then. Let's get some players. Depth updates are lit AF now. My first time in Haywire should be fun. Good to know. Good to know. Where are we waiting on? Scroll down. I hope this doesn't mean everybody's gonna be using push to talk, because I still didn't get that figured out. I tried. Couldn't figure out exactly what was going on. Only way to get money is gold. Good to know. Ah. Oh. Wait, what? Oh shoot, it's divers versus diver? I see. Okay, fine. Yes, I would like to be a shark, thank you. How am I not hitting you? Yep, back in here. Or not. Somebody's gonna spawn out here sooner or later. See? What? I'm just bad at dodging today. Jeez. I know spawn camping is frowned upon, but really. I can't seem to hit you. How am I not hitting divers? Oh, they're probably invincible for the first, like, little bit. That's what I bet, anyway. Yeah, there goes a shark. Oh, I understand. That's why they were blue to start. Should have spawned as a Mako. I have a bit more health. Eat your team. I am out. Yeah, sorry about that. I didn't realize that the blue divers were still uneatable. That's a shark! That's a shark! Oh, jeez. I can see what they mean by saying it's like Call of Duty now. This is not at all like your standard depth game in the slightest. There's some gold. Now the problem is getting it to Steve without getting shot. Ah, dear. the locker icons for, I wonder? Oh, I've got enough for those now. Oh, I think that's probably extra money. Oh dear! Oh dear! Oh dear! Oh dear! Oh dear! Oh dear! I could see why people are playing this. I mean, it's all for the skins, I guess. Ah, jeez. I'll play for the skins. I don't know about beyond that, though. I like the sneakier kind of depth for 2. I hit him a little bit. Sharks are easier to shoot than divers. Heads up. I've just discovered this. Sharks are, well, they're larger. Can you kill other sharks as a shark? Why don't you find out? Oops, can't go that way. That's a dead end. No, you can't. Good to know. Sharks won. Why am I not surprised? Let's try another one. First time playing this, I am not surprised at this result, particularly. I think my phone just buzzed. Nope, it was a hallucination. I am now Platinum 1 ranked on the Diver Kill Streaks leaderboard. How did that happen? Alright, I'll take it. Let's find another match, see if we can't get something slightly more interesting than Devil's Head. I should have checked off the choose. Oh, that was fast. Entering Cove. Ah, Cove. Not a bad map, all things considered. Blaze Panda. Definitely some people I recognize on here. Let's see here. Can I get a... There we go. Let's see how this works. I can't shoot anybody, but that's okay. I can get some gold, and then I can die and buy something cool. I named Evil Man 268 with a raccoon as his icon. That seems appropriate somehow. This is, hey Sharky Gaming, this is a brand new mode, which apparently was released sometime in the last week, which I missed, which I only just found out about, called, Haywire mode, in which your goal is to shoot other divers and other sharks, and collect gold. I mean, the gold part is pretty standard for depth, but collecting gold is the only way to get money here. So, and like I said, you could get shot by other divers, which is an interesting change. The question is, where is the gold? And there's like 1 million people on the map too, which is interesting. Normally there would be gold around here. However, I am getting chased by a shark. I am surprised that shark went after me. Can you play with me? I'm not exactly sure how these work. I don't see why not. Try to get into a match with me. Contesting Steve. How does that work? Hey! I'm still figuring out how this mode works, actually, honestly. I have heard it described already as Call of Duty with sharks, which seems accurate. I need an equipment chest. Is it a red team versus blue team thing? Or is it still a diver versus sharks? I don't even know. There's some treasure. Missed me. They're all missing me. That's great. I need more gold, please. There's one. How exactly does one contest Steve? Just hang out near him? 'Cause I can do that. I don't have a gun. I can. Oh dear. Ah, now I run out of gas. That is glorious. I think they updated the splatter noises. They seem, yes, I would like to respawn as a shark. Thank you. Thank you very much. Whee! Ah, nabbit. Oh, I think the blue divers are on my team, while red divers are not. I think that's what's going on. I was thinking it was a spawn thing. But I think it is actually red versus blue, which would make a lot of sense. I don't play a lot of first-person shooters. Well, actually, I do. I don't play a lot of multiplayer first-person shooters. Let's put it that way. My loss, I suppose. I used to play TF2 a fair bit. Not anymore. Where are baby sharks? I don't know! That's a very good question. Still no baby sharks, I think. Just, other divers. Ooh. There were some cool new skins. Oh, there's a new Helicorpian skin! The shark with the, whorl of teeth underneath. You can buy that now. Yes, I would like to accept as a respawn as a shark. Thank you. Double time. Clearly. Let's get a seal. Captain Stuff is congratulating a shark on having earned some fine treasure. Yarr. Gunning down sharks in cold blood. The helicorpion was on the store. I don't know about baby sharks. Those also may not be something you can buy yet. I frankly wouldn't be surprised if you could buy them. Oh dear! Mines are still a thing. Yes. Ah, another player took it? Dang. That is disappointing. Man, small sharks definitely have an advantage on this map all of a sudden. I see you! Hey! I am shooting you in the face. I don't understand why this isn't working. Well, that worked. Here we come to save the day. I'm gonna capture Steve. It's gonna be awesome. I see you in there. I see you. Last hard cheese earned his or her name with that one. Ow! What hurt me? I couldn't even see what killed me. Pity. I think I like the old game slightly better. I may be biased though. Fire wildly until you hit something. Ooh. Unfortunate thing about the rifles, they are noisy. Which makes you easier to find. Gotcha. And in through the caves. Great. Got 2 for 1. That's not bad. Okay. Yes, except as a shark. Thank you, please. Hangry. Get the extra stamina right start out because we don't last long as a shark. That's what I have learned. Got one of them a little bit. I've been tagged, have I? Not for long. Well, I tagged the other guy. is back in our hands again. What just shot me? Slash tried to shoot me? Ooh. Well, I tagged a diver! The other guys can get him easy now. Ooh, look at the harpoon sticking out of me. Yes! Spawn as a shark. Always. Nab it. I bit him! I bit him! He's gonna bleed out now. Bought 13 chests! That's a lot of chests. Let me know what you get. Kind of curious. Don't swim in my corner, or I will shoot you in the head. How much are the chests, out of curiosity? You know, I've noticed I don't actually see a lot of sharks out here a lot. Oh, mine to the face. $26 for 13 chests, so $2 a chest? It's not bad as far as in-game purchases go. It's a good way for them to monetize the game. I won't be buying any skins personally, I don't think. Because, I'm trying to save up my IRL cash right now, but, yeah, I hope you get something good. I'm out of ammo. No, I'm not. There we go. I hope those explosions are in our favor. I feel like I should probably not do that again as the sharks. Really cool things. Gonna go all discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb on me? What do you see? Wonderful things. I don't actually know what kind of accent he had. Woo! We won! I was not watching whether we won or lost, but, guys, it's captured. Yes, that's true, it is. Very, very observant of you. Did I actually make it onto the leaderboard at all? I have a fair number of kills, sis. That's not bad. Yeah, I did. I got a revenge. I had a killjoy and a killing spree. And, of course, me along with Blast Hard Cheese got the explosive achievement. Really cool skin? Do tell, I am most curious. If you want to try and get into a Haywire together, I'm gonna... Then you can log in and... Do you want me to add you, to invite you to the Steam lobby and we can try to get into a Haywire game together? Alrighty then. Let's see. There you are. It's not a matter of getting into as a shark or a diver together, I would presume. Because everybody's diver. To start, or gets the opportunity to be a shark. Alright, you ready? Because if so, I'll go ahead and find match. And then you can show me the skin in game. just watching the chat. I'm just gonna go ahead and hit find match, and we'll see what happens. It's gonna take a while. And while we're doing that, I may as well start off with one nifty science item. There's some nifty images from Cassini out there of one of Saturn's moons. It's a teeny tiny moon. It's called Pan, after the Greek god Pan, the god of nature and kind of chaos, I guess, and some other stuff. Goat legs is how he's typically depicted. Anyway, the moon, as it turns out, is kind of unique. I've seen over the various articles I've read today, I've heard it described as space ravioli, space empanada, space dumpling. I think it looks like a space pierogi. Basically, any kind of stuffed dumpling you can imagine, where it's like puffy in the middle and then it's got this rim, this flat rim around it that kind of sticks out. That's what it looks like. Some people call it, it'll say it looks like a flying saucer. I think it kind of looks like a mini Saturn, which is kind of cool because it orbits Saturn. It's actually in the middle of one of the rings. I have not seen a credible explanation for why it looks like it does yet, but I'm sure some credible theories are out there already. And these are the clearest pictures we've had yet of this moon came out today. So that was pretty cool. I wanted to prepare a little slideshow so I could put a photo of it for you right up here. But I ran out of time. I had a lot of other stuff going on this evening. So, too bad. I will put a description link to it in the YouTube description when this goes up. By the way, I do apologize. I tried to upload a new video to YouTube the other day, and YouTube was just not having it. Like, it was all set to go. All I had to do was type the description, and it timed out on me. Lucky me. So, luckily, Twitch is now archiving things properly, to the best of my knowledge. So that's good. Oh, you left. I will go ahead and add you again. I'm not sure what's going on here, but still says you're in the lobby with one other player. But I think that down there has not updated yet. So yeah, Saturn's cool. That's not really all that insightful, but it's true. The one of the things that I think is pretty neat is that even though the rings are made mostly of ice chunks, the moons themselves are not mostly made of ice. They're mostly made of bits of rock, or similar to what we would have called rocks on Earth, anyway. Well, it still says you're in the lobby here with me, but I'm not really seeing you. I'm not quite sure what's going on. Okay, now you're ready. You're still not in the Steam lobby, I'm afraid. You're not showing up as ready here. If it looks right for you, let me know, and then I will click go ahead and find match, but, you're not showing up for me here, so. Man, there's a lot of people streaming, the new Legend of Zelda game. It looks pretty cool. I don't think it's available for PC, so I am unlike to play it because I don't have any consoles. Yeah, I think it's just Nintendo Switch. All I've got is a PC. Not that I'm dissing the PC. It is a beautiful machine, and I love it to bits. But yeah. Oh, you are now off. You're now not in the game at all. I hope you don't mind. I'm gonna go ahead and join another game right now, just so I don't keep have this long stretch of time in the middle of my stream where I'm not really gaming. Invite you again? Alright. I will try inviting you again. Hopefully it'll work this time. Sounds like the Alienware and the Steam are not really talking to each other so well. That's okay. I don't talk about work on this show, but actually, no, that's not even applicable to work. I've had a ton of technology problems lately. I feel ya. Work actually hasn't been bad with technology. But again, I don't talk about that here. So. Alright, there you are. I'm gonna go ahead and find us a match while you're actually in the lobby. But not Devil's Head. We're done with that. Find a match. Ah, no, you left again! Dang it! I will invite you one more time. I didn't realize that doing that would kick you out. Okay, we'll try one more time. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it'll work. Fingers crossed. Actually, while it's searching, I can go ahead and take a look at the skins. Or not. Oh, here we go. One game towards which I have made 0 progress. Because my score has been low. Are there any shark skins you can acquire? Because I am all about the shark skins. Jet Tiger. Robot Tiger Shark. I mean, it looks cool. I think I like the dragon, the Chinese New Year's event rewards a little bit better. But still, I'm super glad that they are continuing to update the game. That's definitely a plus. Definitely a plus for me. Keeps me coming back. Oh, what the heck. Let's talk about another sciencey thing from this week. Let's face it. There is a moon. We have new pictures of it. It's not all that interesting unless you have actual pictures. So, there was an article last week I didn't talk about at all. So, with the advent of this new technology called CRISPR, genetic engineering is now easier than ever. Hold that thought. This is a very difficult game to actually talk about science during with, because there's just so much going on with all the different divers and the sharks. And yeah. Buff McLartooch. That's great. Of course, they have to be the one to not actually join. Come on. Somebody's going all medieval with the username. And we've got a bot! A bot in this... Man, a bot's gonna last 5 seconds. Can't wait. I'm gonna buy a pistol and then sell it immediately. You ready for this, Sharky Gaming? Let's do this. I hope it's smart enough to put us on the same team. I guess we'll find out. I don't know what's up with that username right there. His avatar was a bunch of parsley. If we're gonna make genital-related vegetable puns, at least know which greens you're gonna be working with. fake being a corpse. Let's see. How much did an APS rifle cost anyway? Whew, a bit more cash than I have right now. Let's stick with this right now. There goes Jacques Cousteau. How dare you kill the bot! I will get you! I think there's a shark just hanging in the water over there. Missed me! Ha 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 ha! Killed by a Event Horizon with a very nice skin. Yes? Aw, can't be the shark. Man! Yay, I killed him! Ah, thanks, shark! Let's see. Where is somebody delicious? There we go. Very nice. They're gonna follow Steve, and I'm gonna get them then. Or not. Because I suck at lunging. Sharks apparently cannot hurt other sharks. I know Mako just tested that last game, but ooh. I'm just gonna recharge my stamina over here. I haven't seen you yet, Sharky Gaming. I too would like to see your new skins, but I haven't seen you yet, so I need a seal. Give me a minute here. I haven't died yet as a shark so far, which is fun. It lasted about 5 seconds, so lucky you. Really? Ah, dang! I didn't have quite enough health. He'll bleed out, though. It won't last very long at all. Oh, oh, right up against the wall. Yes. No. Maybe so? Shark, save me! Oh, good! Oof. I almost have enough for a rifle. I saw you! I know you're here somewhere. Ha! You saw me and then I shot you. That's the best way, honestly. I see you. I damaged him at least. Coming this way. Oh wait, I can't actually go in that way. Shoot. Jeez, that was a truck outside. I don't know if you could hear that on the mic. Hey! Hey, 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 hey! Ah, well, that didn't work so well. My leg's gone. Let's sell that. Get ourselves a nice... Never mind. We can't afford that. Alrighty then. We're defeated, but that's okay. Oh, I think I made it over the threshold to start working towards a skin. I never saw your skins. I never saw your skins, Sharky Gaming. Next time we get into a game, I will try and hunt you down. Metaphorically speaking. Possibly literally if we're on opposite teams, but alrighty. Yeah, no, I was started talking about genetic engineering earlier. We've talked about a lot of genetic engineering stories over the last couple of weeks. We had genetically engineered cows. We had, yeah, I'm not so wild about Haywire either, especially because I don't seem to be making progress towards the event. Because I know I accumulated at least 1,000 during that event, but yeah. Let's go back to a regular game for the next one, shall we? Regular old blood and goals. See what we can find. If you have a preference for shark or diver, you may want to go ahead and put that in the game. I'm gonna see if there is a blood and gold game to be had right now, because everybody may in fact be playing Haywire. So let me know when you're ready, and I will go ahead and hit find match. Because it's still saying you're viewing the end game scoreboard over here. But yeah, no, we've talked a lot about genetic engineering lately, cows and mice and all kinds of stuff. But last week, I believe it was, might have been a little longer ago than that. I missed talking about this the first time around. Scientists created the world's very first genetically modified ants. Now it turns out... Okay, shark? Shark. Let's do this. Let's see how long it takes us. This may take a while. The thing about ants is that they've never actually been genetically modified before, and there's a number of reasons for this. One, ant eggs are apparently very difficult to handle. It takes a lot of practice to scoop them up and inject them with all the necessary, the CRISPR compound and also the new genetic material. And also, ants work in a colony. In order to study them, you have to genetically modify a whole ton of them. Or else you're not going to see how they interact with one another, because that's a huge part of their life. But a group of scientists figured out a way to do this. They looked at some clonal ants, which are very unusual, because instead of having a queen ant who lays all the eggs and all of the colonies for children, like most ants, clonal ants, they have a lot of different female ants. Ooh, we got an Antiguo map. That's gonna be good. It's good to see some people still playing Blood and Gold a little bit. Abysmal. I know a guy named Abysmal. Different game. Not in this game. He's a cool guy. If this is the same Abysmal I know, kinda sorta IRL, then, hey. Probably not, though. I'm gonna go with default skin on the Mako. Cause, yeah. Otherwise, I'd get spotted for sure. And I am gonna go Mako, because like I said, I am out of it and kind of tired today. And otherwise, I will not eat anybody. Sharky Gaming, you get to pick which shark I am next round, assuming we do another one, but for this one, I'm going Mako, for sure. Mako Tiger's a good combo. On the other hand, Abysmal, like the Abysmal I know, is late. He isn't actually always late. He's actually usually pretty on time for things. Delicious, delicious divers. Are you wearing the skin now? Ooh, that is a cool skin. It's got like pebbled look to it. Or like stained glass. That is super pretty. Shall we go? What is that gleaming? There we go. Very nice indeed. Well, the divers have had their fun. It's time for us to crash the party. Grab seal, because I don't have hemogenesis yet. That's actually also a really good skin for camouflage, come to think of it. Mottled patterns break up the body against shadows and light sources. Alright, so there's a guy up there. Well, it was a good strategy. I got the guy I wanted to. Serrated teeth, for sure. Make my life easier. You go out alone, you get eaten. That's how this works. You know it, I know it. Thanks for opening up that hole in the ceiling, by the way. Ah, jeez, he saw me. Oops. up there. Next time we get a free jump, I'll have to go up and see. Hey! Somebody flanked me. Cool skin on the gun, though. Let's go see that again. Whee! Oh, there's stars in the sky. Very pretty. Somebody's gonna try and play sniper. Are they? Well, that's fine. We'll just, take care of that then. You venture outside, I eat you. That's how this works. Double time. And this a little bit faster where we're going. Really? Really? Gonna have to grab a seal after that little nonsense. Get one. Thank you. Let the stamina recharge. I just noticed that whale. Hey! I'm setting a clever trap. Finish the job for you. Hope you don't mind. Can we break into the wall here? No. Oh, oh dear. That's better. Let stamina come back up. Ah, dang it. Well, 6 kills before a death. That's not too bad. That's tolerable. Aim Genesis, hangry, and let's go. Ah, is that what you're up to? That's fine then. Ah, couldn't quite reach him. Almost. I am off my game today. I hear that little portable turret. I hope you all have medkits. 'Cause I have serrated teeth. Yes, that's what I mean by medkits. I hope you all have medkits inside because you might not want to be venturing outside to get one. If you take the very much. You are very briefly delicious. I think there's new sounds for the grunts of pain. Like, I'm hearing some noises I don't recall hearing before this update. Which is cool, I like variety, but really. Oh, you're freaking kidding me. We can't hit each other. This is ridiculous. Really? I desperately need a seal. Please, please, please. Seal, seal, seal. Thank you! Cause, that guy has a rifle, and I don't. Thank you. That'll be quite enough of that. And there's a seal! How convenient. I'm all out of stamina, but that's okay. Stamina comes back. Oh, right in the face! Gosh dang it. Okay, razor fins, and let's go ahead and get blood feast. Since we have the DNA points for it, we're probably gonna lose. At this point, because there's too many of them for us to take all out before Steve gets up there. Wanna play that game? Apparently not. Apparently he does not want to play that game. Ah, dang it! How did I miss? Lining up from a million miles away. Ah! Well, it was a hard-fought round. What is that? Oh, that's my corpse. That's funny. Is that my corpse? Just watch that circle. I think that's a piece of me. You want a piece of me? Yeah. Let's see if we can't get into another game, eh? I definitely want to play as a shark again, because that's fun. I am now platinum #1 ranked on the divers killed by surprise leaderboard. Cool. I'm not sure how killing a diver by surprise works. Maybe if they don't see me first? I guess I can understand that. If you have any requests, put them in the chat. I'm going to give you about 90 seconds to let me know if you want a specific map or whatever. It's hard to deal with this lag. Honestly. But such is life. By the way, if anybody watching is having issues with the stream buffering, let me know. I mentioned at the start of the stream, but nobody was here then, that I was having some issues with the sound. Okay. Alright, you're gonna watch? Alright, fine. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get another shark round then. Thanks for playing, by the way. Cool, and that's definitely cool skin. Yeah. But yeah, I was having some problems with my video not catching up to my audio, and honestly, the only way to do it was to turn off buffering. If that is a huge problem, I am definitely going to try and find a better way to... Let's see. I'm definitely going to try and find a better way to do that before the next stream, but this was the only thing I could come up with on short notice because everything was updating. So, yeah, if you're having issues, let me know and I'll see what I can do. I know there has to be a better way. I know there are, like, delays you can impose on audio versus video, but... We never finished talking about ants! This is what I don't like about depth is I keep cutting back and forth between the science and the sharks. But anyway, yeah. Basically, what the scientists did was they took this species of ants, which instead of having a queen who lays all the eggs, they took a species where each female worker ant will lay a couple of eggs every so often. But each egg is a clone of herself. She basically clones herself and makes these clones into eggs. So the nice thing about that is if they could genetically modify one ant, then she would produce 4 clones of herself, and all of those clones would be guaranteed to carry that mutation. So made it much easier to produce a lot of genetically modified ants in a hurry. Now, what these researchers wanted to do was they wanted to study ant communication. And a big part of communication in the ant colony is by chemical signals, smells, basically. One ant will give off a certain scent or lay down a scent trail, and the other ants will sense that and interpret it accordingly. So what they did with these genetically modified ants was they took one gene, the orco gene, which is responsible in ants for their sense of smell. Alright, see you in 30 minutes then. Back in game. If I'm still playing by then. I might have to call it quits by then. I should still be around in 30 minutes. But anyway, yeah, they knocked out this one particular gene. And they waited to see what would happen. Like, how would this change the ants' behavior within the colony? Would they not be able to communicate with other ants? Turns out, yeah, an ant with a messed up sense of smell is not all that socially adept. Normally, when they are larvae, I don't think larvae is the correct term. Normally, when they are little, when they are just baby ants, the offspring will sit in one spot and wait to grow up a little bit before starting to wander around the colony and do their duties. But apparently there's some kind of chemical signal telling them to do so, because when their sense of smell got messed up, these little baby ants just started wandering off, and they wandered all over the colony. The researchers said something to the effect of, it was really weird to see. Like, this isn't supposed to happen. Yeah, I'll still be around at day 45. If you come back then we'll probably try and get into another game. We'll see how that works. So, yeah. There were also some other weird things, like, they died sooner, although that could have been a consequence of the gene, also affecting some other systems in the ants' bodies that were unforeseen. And normally the rest of these ants will lay, how much is it? About 6 eggs in 2 weeks. The genetically modified ants would only lay about 1 egg every 2 weeks. Also, upon dissecting these little tiny genetically modified ants, the researchers found that a certain portion of their brain, called the glomeruli, never formed properly. And this is different than in flies. In fruit flies, if you knock out this gene, that's not what happens to the brain. So they said that this offers interesting insight into the evolution of the insect brain, that ants actually have a different gene controlling that portion of their brain's development than in fruit flies. Now, that's actually really important, because as far as studying insects goes, fruit flies are the thing to do. Fruit flies are extensively studied. They've had their genome sequenced. Like 99% sure about that. But of course, yeah, they've had their genome sequenced. If they're not, I will freak out and put annotations all over this part of the video. But what are we doing? Temple? What's good for temple? We're going tiger this time. Got a tiger and a great white? Yeah. It'll be good. So basically, a lot of insect biology, when you get down to the mechanics level, is, well, we know how it works in a fruit fly. We can only assume this is how it works in this other species until proven otherwise. So to have it actually show up as distinctively different in the ants was kind of interesting, and suggests that studying how that works is worthy of further study. Like, what other things about the ant brain are different than fruit flies that we know of? together, shark. I got him first. I know you know I'm here. You know, I just realized seeing that dive knife. The other guy I know online is actually Abyssal, not Abysmal. I think the guy who I saw in the last game with the username, I think his username was Abysmal. Those are two very separate things. You do not want to be abysmal. But being abyssal just means you're down deep in the water. You shoot my friend, shark, you shoot me. Well, actually, no, you don't shoot me. That's kind of the point. Where'd Steve go? There he is. I see you. Ah, dang it. I'm a bit trapped. Hey! Hey, 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 hey! You don't get to do that to me. Well, I guess you do. You'll get to show the epic hammerhead skin? Please. I would love that. Hammerheads are some of the best skins in the game. Dang it. This is a tricky situation. Dangnabbit! Get back here! Should stop doing the long lunge. Do short lunge in here. We're doing okay for sharks. We could be eating divers faster, but that's okay. Slow and steady. Can I even get in up here? I can. How about that? Never even knew I was here, did you? There's a diver? Did a little bit of damage to Steve. That'll keep him busy. There's one. Somebody's using their great white ability. Can you even get in under there? Apparently so. What shall we get next? Hangry, I think. Hammerhead's pulling most of the weight this round. There's just a random severed whale tail over here. Classic. Got one. 1-1 at this point is not so bad. I saw you over there. I'll play coy, do ya? And not coy as in the fish. Coy as in flirtatious. I get to play coy as in the fish. As in swimming around and growing bigger and eating everything in sight. That's what koi do. Koi are actually pretty awesome. They are heavily domesticated. I thought I could get out, but somebody's got a net gun. How irritating. If I come in down here, am I going to be able to get away with it? Yes. Ah, this black hole of an area. Do I have hemogenesis? Yeah, if I just sit here for like 30 seconds, I'll have enough to actually get out of here. This cave serves no purpose except to serve as a hiding place for sharks. It's perfect. I guess there's some ammo and stuff over there. Still faster than respawning. Nail bleed. Yeah, there we go. That's how it's supposed to work. Oh dear! I guess swimming into the line of fire when they're trying to get the other shark is not the wisest idea, eh? Let's go Nimblefind. Perhaps the other hammerhead upgrade would be better here, but never mind. Best to go above the rocks here for the time being. What? How am I out of stamina? Dang it. Having a little salmon in reserve will save your skin, it says. No kidding. Ah, wow. Nice shooting. Right in the face. Do you see me? What do you do now? That's better. That helps. Never mind that they've actually all moved on by now. Yeah! Oh, we're down to one shark. Alas. And I will take that last shark. And I will squander it, but I will have fun. first. It's up to you now. Ooh, right in the face. Ooh, very good. That guy wins. Let's try and get into another shark game, shall we? I kind of want to try Haywire, but it's not even tabulating my points now. You are now platinum ranked on the Steve Disables leaderboard. I can only think this is a leaderboard of me and me alone because, no way am I number 1 on anything. Let's go see, actually. Oh, of my friends. Cool, I guess. Yeah. In terms of top 10 ever, no way. See, there's a mod on there. Diamond 5. Oh, this is progress to next leaderboard. Okay. Let's go ahead and get into another game, shall we? I'm not playing almost exclusively Shark this time. I hope nobody's bored by that. While we're here... Ooh! I hope nobody's wearing a cast right now. Or otherwise has any part of their body immobilized, or is watching at work, or would be awkward, start scratching, because, there's a Far Side cartoon that I remember. This man in a full body cast, and his friend is standing next to him and saying, "Ooh, Larry, I hope you don't feel, is that cast hot? Is that cast itchy? I bet you have itches all over your body. I bet your elbows itching and your knees itching." It's in a full body cast, right? You can't scratch it. The more you think about being itchy, the more you'll want to scratch it. So goes common wisdom. But a new study out this week set out to test, try to figure out what makes social itchiness a thing. Like, what makes you itchy when you hear somebody talk about being itchy, or if you see somebody scratching themselves? Is itchiness, like yawning, actually transmissible between people? Not a disease that makes you itchy, but like the need to scratch. Now, keep in mind, this was a mouse study, and mice are not people. I cannot emphasize this enough. I will say this every single time I talk about a mouse study, and if I don't, then I will be most delinquent. But, a group of scientists took some mice, and they set out to study social itchiness. They put mice in a cage which had a video monitor on it, and they played videos of mice doing normal mousy things. And another temple map. And they played videos of mice scratching themselves. And they observed that when watching videos of mice scratching themselves, the real mice, were much more likely to also scratch themselves. Contact mushroom. Dear. They also observed that, or they also managed to pinpoint a compound. It's actually a peptide called, with the abbreviation GRP. Let's see, we did tiger last time. Let's go, we need something with a lot of stamina for this map, honestly. Let's go bull. Yeah, let's go bull. See what we can do with that. It's a bit slow. Might not work on this map. I've never played this map with bull, I don't think. Maybe once. We'll find out. But yeah, no, they found a peptide called GRP, which seemed to regulate the feelings of itchiness from the rest of the body to the brain, or at least that's what they think it does. What they do know is that when you inject a mouse's brain, certain parts of a mouse's brain, with GRP, then it starts scratching itself like it's itchy. And if you take mice and you genetically engineer them such that they don't have the ability to make GRP, then when shown videos of mice scratching themselves, they don't react. They don't get this feeling of social itchiness or social scratching. They don't do that. Which I think is just fascinating. The reviewer that they talked to in the article, which I believe is in Science Magazine, called it a very good study. So, and honestly, it looked like the study design looked pretty good to me too. Like, I'm no expert on study design. I know the basics, but it looked pretty good to me. So, for what it's worth. I'm making a little nest in there. Let's see if we can't break it open a bit, shall we? Ah, somebody's coming after me, are they? We'll put a stop to that. Yes! Ha 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 ha! That's much better. Yeah, bull is really good for this first room, I'm realizing. Rage is almost built up again. I'm almost out of stamina, but you know what? The Mako can take care of these guys now. That's not my job. Sitting over here and waiting for you guys to come through, that's my job. Because I don't like divers when they're in large groups. That is not my favorite thing. However, slaughtering them is. The bull is a slaughterer. Let's go get a seal. We're getting a bit low, aren't we? Oh well. Nice thing about bull, it's slow, but the stamina lasts forever. Yeah, just hang out here, let the stamina charge up. The rage. Feel the rage. Yes, there we go. That's how to do it. It's not a good in and out shark like a Mako is, but it has its perks. It's a good go in after the first guy has gone in shark. Have a seal or two clear the head and recharge the health, and then right back in. Man, we've got some damage on our sides, don't we? We're pretty beat up as far as sharks go. I see you. Much better. I will take you out. If I'd had serrated teeth. The bullets. Oh. Oh! No, I wouldn't have gotten that joke. I see. I am not big into football, so no, I would not have gotten that joke. Let's go with serrated teeth and Genesis and double time to fix that speed problem. good team, this shark and I. Even though that shark is a bot. That's okay. He's still a nice guy. And I just made life easier for him. Punctuation mark at the end of that little killing spree, wasn't it? Nice thing about the bot, they can go in and start killing divers. And that builds up my rage. Man, the bot's doing well this time. I like what I'm seeing. What carnage! One diver to 17 sharks. I mean, one respawn left. Yeah, the divers don't really stand a chance at this point. I wish I had a skin for the bull. What kind of skins are there for the bull anyway? Most people don't play it very much. From what I have seen. There we go. Good game, everybody. And sub the Tiger Rick of all the other team. I try. I do my best. Okay, this is definitely a new loading screen. I would have noticed that glittery thing at the top of the water otherwise. The fish look generally the same. Alright, I'm gonna try. Do you want to try hop in now, Sharky Gaming, or shall I go ahead and do another game? Because it's round about 8:45 now, so I thought I would ask. I can check and see what else we got. Ooh, there's a newly discovered fault line running off the coast of California. If you are into trying to predict earthquakes. It runs from Long Beach, almost up to Long Beach, all the way down to San Diego. And the article I read said it was capable of unleashing something up to a 7.3 earthquake. I don't know how accurate that is necessarily, but that is a pretty darn devastating earthquake. So if you thought you were safe from earthquakes by living as far down as San Diego, sadly mistaken, I'm afraid. Although honestly, I don't think anybody in California really thinks that. The whole state is right on the Pacific Rim and kind of seismically active like that. I think if you don't mind, Sharky Gaming, I'm gonna do one more game and then I'm gonna invite you in after that, because I don't actually know if you're back yet. So that was kind of a cool geology discovery from today. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to research that as much as I wanted to, but I will put a link to an article. I think I've actually found the original one in USA Today, of all places. I'll put an article link in the description. Yeah, normally I get my geology from... Excuse me. Normally I get my geology news from the American Geophysical Union. But not today. I actually saw this one on Twitter. Of all things. I can't decide if I spend too much time on Twitter or not enough time on Twitter. It's a challenge to know exactly which is which sometimes. Yeah. So yeah, there was a California thing. There was the New Planet thing. World's first ants. Oh, there's a new Ebola vaccine being developed for chimpanzees. This was covered in a bunch of different places. The principle is the problem with Ebola. Let's back up a little bit. One of the problems with Ebola is that as a virus, it doesn't just live in humans. It has a reservoir, it's called, in primates that live out in the woods, non-human primates. That includes chimps, is a big reservoir. And when humans interact with those chimps, either when they are captured or if the chimps are hunted by humans who are desperate for meat, then it can pass from chimps into humans. So it's important for humans, and it's also important that the chimps not be carrying Ebola, and it's also important for the chimps because, in case you've forgotten, chimps are not doing so great from a conservation standpoint. There are not a lot of them left in the wild, especially now that we know that chimp culture is a thing. If any one population of them gets too hard hit for whatever reason, then they can, then something precious is lost. Even if genetically the chimps carry on, even if you have chimps in zoos or somewhere else, they may not be the same cultural group, so it's important to preserve that too. But like I just mentioned, chimps can get Ebola just like humans can. So what happens if you have a population of chimps that you're trying to preserve and then they get hit with Ebola? There's not much you can do about that. Ebola is very hard to treat in humans, let alone in wild chimpanzees. So a bunch of researchers have been working on trying to figure out how to vaccinate chimpanzees against Ebola. Some of the people have also been working on trying to vaccinate humans against Ebola, but that's a whole other story which I won't talk about. And the problem with vaccinating chimps against Ebola, even if you can make a vaccine that works, you can't just go out and show up with a big bag full of syringes and say, "Here, chimp, let me give you an Ebola vaccine." They don't like that. They won't let you do that. You can train a chimp in a zoo to take vaccinations, but not a wild chimp. And you can't just dart them, because I actually am not 100% sure about this, but I'm not actually sure why you can't just dart them with the vaccine. They may have to be given in a very specific way, like into a specific group of muscles or fat or whatever. Some vaccines are like that. Previously, the best method that we had was you had to dart them with a tranquilizer gun and then inject the passed out chimp with the vaccine. And that is stressful for the chimp and time consuming and expensive, and if any of the other chimps notice you doing it, they will freak out. So not a good strategy. So what the researchers have been trying to do is figure out a way to give an oral vaccine. Basically, put the vaccine in some food and give it to the chimps, and then the chimps eat the food, and then they become vaccinated through that. And there's been significant progress made on it. There was a cool article in Science, and I think it was covered in a few other places, on work towards developing an Ebola vaccine that could be put in food. Now, there's just one problem with this, and that is if you put food that chimps like out on the jungle floor. Well, what about giving a banana vaccine? That's it exactly. You put the vaccine in some fruit or something else that the chimp is gonna like, and they eat it, and then they get vaccinated. That's exactly the idea. But the problem is, chimps aren't the only thing in the forest that like fruit. There's rats and all kinds of other primates, and I mean, you could vaccinate them against Ebola, but vaccines are expensive. You don't want to just dump a bunch of vaccinated food out in the middle of the forest and say, okay, I hope the chimps eat it. Because that gets pricey. So that's the main problem that they're working through right now. There's also testing to make sure that the vaccine is safe. Because when you've developed a vaccine for humans, you have extensive testing to make sure that it's safe. Yeah, you had great minds think alike, Sharky Gaming. You and the scientists alike. Point is, though, there's some... Yes, we got a server. It's a fractured map. Unless you have objections, Sharky Gaming, I'm going fracture. I'm sorry. I just said I'm going fracture. I'm going thresher for this map. I need thresher practice, and this is not a bad map to do it on. Anybody's welcome to put in their opinions if they have it. I am more than open to that. You go to chimps and give it to them? Well, that's the problem, though. These are wild chimps. These are not acclimated chimps like you see interacting with Jane Goodall. These are chimps which are deliberately kept away from humans. They will react with fear to you if you walk up to them and try to give them a banana. They may try and rip your face off, because chimps are more than capable of doing that. And chimps are not smart enough. Well, they're smart enough. Chimps are... If you had an alien walk up to you and offer you something that looked like food, but the alien was big and scary looking, and you happened to know that the alien had... that other things like that alien had shot a bunch of your friends, you might not take that food. Just saying. That's where the chimp is coming from. So, that would work just fine for more acclimated chimps, but those are not necessarily the ones that are most at risk. Down into the depths we go. Where is this? Let's take care of that right quick. Well, I did a little bit of damage with the tail. But we're not aliens? Well, no, but we're not chimps. We don't look like chimps. We don't smell like chimps. We don't act like chimps. If you show a human to a chimp, they're not gonna treat them like a chimp until they get used to them. They know that we're not like them. We're something different. Now they can get used to us. I dare even say, and this is only a little bit anthropomorphizing because it's pretty well established that this can happen. We can become their friends. But, walk up to a wild chimp who's never seen us before and, well, you may not have much luck. Where the heck is an opening to this place? There we go. And you have to be really careful around wild chimps. Mostly because they are strong. There have been a couple of instances of captive chimpanzees just brutally mutilating their owners and their owners' friends. Imagine what that's like with a wild chimp. It's even worse. But we're giving a banana. Yeah, but we're still scary. Like I said, if an alien walked up to you and handed you a banana, and the alien was like 6 feet tall and had fangs. I mean, we're not 6 feet tall and have fangs, but you get the idea. Then you wouldn't necessarily take the banana. Moreover, we can't explain to a chimp that the banana is going to help them not get sick. Like, if we could do that, that'd be fine. But we can't. We do not have a shared common language with wild chimps. You hate bananas. And that's the thing, maybe the chimps we're trying to give it to don't like bananas either. Chimps have food preferences just like we do. Yeah, check that thing out. Ah, it's just great. Fine and dandy. You know chimps don't peel bananas like we do either, right? Most people I know peel bananas from the top down, like they grab onto the stem and peel. Chimps don't really do that. They take the stubby end and they peel it from that end. I've heard people say it's easier. I honestly think it depends on how ripe the banana is. Whoa! But if you put out a bowl of fruit for them, then maybe other jungle animals will come and eat it. And then you'll have wasted your vaccine. The thing is, though, chimps are mobile. Like, if in order for them to come up and eat the fruit, you're gonna have to leave. And by the time they figure it's safe to come out and come back to eat the fruit, other animals may already have gotten it. Which is a bit problematic. I know you know I'm here. Yes! That was a good run. I see you up here. Two divers to 12 sharks. Yeah, we're doing okay. Serena teeth! At last. I didn't kill him, but I damaged a bunch of other people. Probability of working 100%? Well, if you can find out a way of guaranteeing that chimps will eat bananas that you put out in a bowl, I'm sure there's a chimp biologist who would love to hear from you. In all seriousness, though, working with chimps is one of the more highly sought after things you can do in biology. I had a friend in high school who worked really darn hard to become a primatologist. It is a demanding job. And Phantom Raptor's good. Where did I stand on that? Alright, Sharky Gaming, you want to get into another game? I'll go ahead and send you an invite if you'd like. There we go. Do rats know how to peel banana? No. Yes, they do. Well, that's the thing though. Rats don't need to peel a banana, because they can just chew right through the peel. Rats can chew through friggin' concrete, okay? Rat teeth are amazing. Like, most rodents have this thing where their teeth grow throughout their whole lives. Alright, I see you're in the lobby. Pick shark or diver and let me know when you're ready to start. But rats are just like all rodents. Their teeth grow their whole lives, so they can keep gnawing and chewing on everything. If you have a rat, you have to give them things to chew on, so they can keep their teeth nice and gnawed down and happy. I'm just gonna go ahead and join. I'm gonna assume you're ready, and I'm gonna go ahead and find us a match. See how this is. All right, you're shark. Let's go. May take a while, but we'll see. But yeah, a rat can chew through almost anything. A banana peel would pose it no obstacle whatsoever. Have you ever seen a giant rat? Not like a giant rat, like a really big rat, but like one of the species of giant rats. There's rats, I forget where exactly in the world they're from, which is embarrassing because I really like these things. But there are these huge rats, so like this big, and they're smart enough that they can be trained to sniff out landmines. There's a program, maybe a couple programs, at least one program that trains giant rats to learn what a landmine smells like, because they can smell they have extremely sensitive noses, and they can smell the explosives in the landmine. And they're smart, and they're cheaper to get than dogs. So what they'll do is they'll train these rats what a landmine smells like, and they'll have them on a leash, and they'll take them out to an area, maybe like a war zone or a former war zone where there might still be landmines around. And let's just have them sniff around and see what they find. And they are light enough that they won't necessarily set off the landmines when they walk on them. And that is crucial. Because if you have a person and they're walking through a field full of mines, then if they step on one, they're gonna be seriously injured at best. But if a rat is small and light, I mean, they're big rats, but if they're light enough that they don't necessarily set off the landmines, then so much the better. They can find them safely, and then a human can come and deactivate it. The giant rats are from Australia? Are they? I think they're from some... I'm actually gonna look this up. I want to say they're from Africa, or... If you are right, then you will be rat. You will be right. You will be rat. Don't try to talk and type at the same time, Elizabeth. Oh, the Gambian pouch rat. That was what I was thinking. The Gambian pouched rat is one of the mine-sweeping ones. So yeah, they're from Africa. From Senegal to Kenya. It has cheek pouches like a hamster. Also, apparently they've become an invasive species in the Florida Keys. Why am I not surprised? Ooh! See, I didn't know this! Apparently they've also been trained to smell tuberculosis. Well, that's pretty cool. Here, I'll send you a link. You probably won't see this because you're going to be playing depth with me now. What do we got? Temple? We got another temple now. But after you're done... I got a preference. Let's see. Oh, you're playing Hammerhead. I remember you said because you wanted to show off the skin. What's going to be good with Hammerhead? Something small. I'll go Mako. Something small and quick. Down into the depths we go. Okay, fine, Professor 0071. You're not even James Bond. You got 1 after your name. You are no fun. Look at my shadow on the rocks there. Oh! Ooh, steampunk Hammerhead. I like it! Very cool. Is this supposed to be steampunk or just plain old robotic? Either way, very cool. Very cool indeed. Now let's go eat some things. They have gotten complacent in there. Because we got a late start. Hey! apparently not that complacent. We both know I'm here because you can hear me. And I know you can hear me. And Steve is on the move, so, yeah. I'm gonna eat you all very soon. Hey! I thought I was safely hidden behind that pillar. It's called Hole Breaker. I can see why. Hammerhead shark outfitted with a metal shell, you could bash right through a ship's hull in no time at all. I couldn't quite make it out. Too bad. If you wait outside like that too long, they'll notice and shoot you. There you go. Just waiting here. I know you know I'm here. That's how this game works. Seal time. Oh, come on. There we go. Much better. And just in time to see Steve on the move again. I like to get the ones that are clearly on the lookout for things behind them. I heard his scream. You're doing good. Wander away from Steve, that's when you get eaten. You should know this by now. This is old hat. No. I don't know why I said this is old hat. Saying is your old hat at this, I think. I spent too long thinking about words today, and which words were the right ones to use, and now I don't even know them anymore. I know that's not how the brain works at all, but that's okay. Somebody shark shielded it. Dang it. about temple is there are all these nice big pillars and stuff to hide behind. If that's your style. My corpse twitched when something hit it. I hope nobody comes in here because I will eat them! Or try to. Like I said, that cave's a dead end for sharks. You're going through the top now they're in there. This is great for Mako because you can see him a mile off. As she swam languidly into a wall, trying not to bleed to death, they shot her down anyway. I see you down there. They've got it all nicely turreted up. This will be difficult. There's razor fins. That'll help. Swish, swish, swish the tail. Of course, now they're on the move again. Ah, man! Couldn't even... Oh! He got bitten! Very good. Very good. I heard him just now. Very good, thank you. Thanks for taking him out. Appreciate it. Playing with science, right? Was he referring to me, or was he saying that I am right? I am frequently right about many things. I choose to take it that way. Let's go around this way. You won't do that to me, no thank you. Dang it! Sorry for the lack of commentary all of a sudden. They have armed themselves well, and it's the final moments of the game. Alrighty, do you want to try one more game? Cause unfortunately I've misplaced my final. Oh no, I do have one more science thing I can talk about during the final game, but I think I'm gonna do one more game and then probably call it a night. Do you want to be in on this one, Sharky Gaming? Because if so, I will go ahead and start another match. But if not, then I'll wait for you to leave the lobby. Might play as a diver this round. Do you want to play as a diver as well? I'll play as a shark if you want to do another shark round. But if you want to do another diver round, then if you want to do a diver round, then I'd be up for that too. So. Where is my card for this anyway? I made 2 sets of cards. I made 2 different cards today, but I think I left the other one in my bag over there. Oh well, I'll just have to recite it from memory. All right. When you're, I'll just go ahead. Excuse me. Go ahead and find a match. Oh, whoops. Sorry, I didn't realize that you were queuing as a diver. So I will go diver as well, so we can both do that. There we go. Ah, darn lag on the chat. Anyway, so, yeah, there was a study out, was that today or yesterday? I think it was yesterday. About Neanderthal diets. When you think of a Neanderthal, you might think of like a primitive humanoid going out and hunting like woolly mammoths or woolly bison, but it turns out they were actually pretty adaptable in their diets. A couple of researchers looked at 2 groups of Neanderthals, some of which, excuse me, came from find of bones in Spain, and some of which came from Belgium. And they were lucky enough that they had the fossilized jaws of these Neanderthals. And because Neanderthals did not have modern dentistry, what they had on their teeth was plaque, the same stuff that we brush off every night. But they didn't really have toothbrushes, so it accumulated, like it does, and fossilized in that. And as they were eating and building up this plaque on their teeth, another thing that bacteria got trapped in this plaque, and when the Neanderthals died and their bones fossilized, the bacteria in the plaque fossilized as well. And they did so in such a way that, if you can believe this, the DNA in the bacteria was also preserved. And by looking at that DNA from the fossilized Neanderthal jawbones, researchers can now tell what bacteria were in their on their teeth, and therefore what they were eating, because different things that they're eating have different support different groups of bacteria and will leave different traces, basically. And so using this technique, they were able to figure out that the Neanderthals who were living in Spain had an almost entirely vegetarian diet. They were eating nuts and tree bark and moss and all kinds of stuff. And the Neanderthals in Belgium had a much more meat-based diet. Let's see, what do I want for fractured? Tons of flares, yes. Alrighty. I don't see you in this map. Oh, there you are. Sorry. The avatar didn't... the problem is we got 2 other people without avatars as well, so... What can you do? Anyhow, the Neanderthals in Belgium had a much more meat-based diet. They were eating woolly rhino and wild mushrooms are the 2 things that I remember seeing. Which is kind of cool. So much more what you might think of as a traditional Neanderthal diet. So I guess the point of this is that Neanderthals were flexible in their diets. They could adapt to their environments just like we can. Eating whatever's available. You know, if something's there, they ate it. Ah, no, it ate you! I'm sorry. Nope. Dunkleostos! This is still the coolest skin of the game. By far. I can't afford any upgrades yet. damaged a shark slightly, and I feel good about that. Why won't it die? Thank you for dying. Where's all the gold? There's some. Got caught on the ladder. Ah! I thought I could dodge it! Ah, not quite. Fluffy Werewolf. That's an interesting username for a big bone-headed fish. We got some aggressive sharks this time. I am desperate to get a little bit more gold in here. Because, I need some better weaponry, quite frankly. I need us all to get better weaponry. Donkey, get back here! So we can kill you. And the hammerhead's just taking it slow. He's not darting everywhere, he's just cruising in and out. I don't think he needs to. The tail even moves differently on the Dunkleosteus skin. That is a work of art. I think I'm outside. I think I don't want to be outside. Much better. Oh, I didn't mean to swim quite so close to him. Alas. The Helicorpion skin's the cooler one? I disagree. Helicorpion's cool, but mostly I just don't understand how that shark works, like in real life. Oh, ow, 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 ow. Like, what was that jaw even used for? Like, I can't imagine the biomechanics of it. It just seems really impractical, you know? Dunkleosteus is a much older fish. This ancient monster capable of crunching sea scorpions. I don't think they're actually called sea scorpions, but things that look like sea scorpions the size of your arm. Oh, ow, 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 ow. Stab it, stab it. Thank you. Oh, oh, oh. You ruined my shark shield! How dare you! I am most disappointed in you, Dunkleosteus. Maybe I should have got the medkit instead. I hope I do not regret my decision. Ah! He's bleeding though! I got bleed on him! That's a win for me. Man, we are getting slaughtered. This is not so good. Once again, my strategy of swimming up and shooting it directly in the face did not get me killed, and that proves that it is a good strategy. You can't... Oof! Ooh, oh, ow, ooh. last very long, did it? Dang tank shark. That's a cool hammerhead skin. It's a little disturbing that the mouth just kind of creaked open there, but that's ragdoll underwater for you. Alright, good game, everybody. And with that, I think I'm probably gonna call it a night. Oops. That's not what I wanted to do. I am out of science for the night, and like I said, it's been a long, long day for me personally. Gold collected. I did not collect. I think that's another personal leaderboard thing. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me tonight on the stream, and if you're watching this later, thank you so much for watching. I hope to have the next, the last depth game up pretty soon. That's going up next, and then this depth game. And then, I mentioned on Saturday, I'm going to be playing XCOM again, but the time I do it might be different. I might not be streaming at 7 p.m., Watch my channel for watch my channel or my Twitter for updates, and I will do my best to get that out there. Cause we actually did pretty well last XCOM after hitting the big old red reset button on the whole universe. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Excuse me, I'm tired. Like I said, I'm looking forward to it. So, like I said, I did not say this before. In case you are watching this recorded, I stream Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Tuesdays is Subnautica, Thursdays is Depth, and Saturdays is XCOM. All at 7 p.m. unless I note otherwise, which I am for Saturday. Maybe. We'll see. It's trying to rearrange her into the commitment. So, anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed tonight's stream. Sharky Gaming, thank you so much for playing with me. And I'll see you all again very soon. Take care, guys.